there, Veronica Greenfield here from Yoga Born Studios in South Windsor, Connecticut, yogaborn.com. I'm here with one of my students, Joyce, who I just want to talk to you a little bit about the practice in our studio in general and her experience as well. So I guess my first question for you was, like, what was your experience with yoga previously or in general?
Previously, about 20 years ago, I took my first yoga class. It was at a women's wellness center, and I was, all excited. I went primarily because I was dealing with some weight issues and a lot of anxiety and depression, and so I thought it would be, good to try it out. So I stayed for about 6 weeks and didn't get a good vibe from the class. It was very structured, it was very serious, and I just felt it wasn't for me. But I did take away bits and pieces from the class and put together kind of my own little routine at home, and probably followed through with that for about 15 years.
Perfect.
And it really made a difference in my flexibility and my weight and my anxiety, and I slept better. A couple of years ago, since I was a child, I was always a caretaker in my family, and a couple of years ago I was looking after my aunt. I was her medical advocate, and had to end up selling her home because she went into a nursing home. And it was a very, very stressful time, and I felt that most of the time, because I was working a full-time job during the day, and then running after school, and then also doing a part-time job 2 nights a week. So I got to the point where I really felt like I was running on sheer exhaustion all the time. And for a while that worked. And after a while, it didn't work, and I ended up in the hospital with acute pneumonia.
Wow.
And it scared me to death, and it was a real eye-opener. My body just shut down. I had been having serious problems with my knees prior to that. But after the pneumonia and being hospitalized, it just felt like all my joints ached. I couldn't bend down. And I had a lot of restrictions on my life that I didn't have before. And I was not willing to live with those restrictions. I had made up my mind that I was going to work past them. And that's why yoga. My biggest fear was not living the rest of my life, and I wanted to, for the life that I have left, I want to live my life. I don't want to just survive it. I know it sounds cliche and clicky, but I want to live it. And
of course.
Yoga was, my savior, I think.
Awesome. I'd love to hear that, and I guess I'm just curious then, your experience coming into Yoga Born, with your previous experiences you've had, I guess, any differences or what you're...
Completely different. Completely different. Totally friendly vibe. You walk in, and no matter what kind of day that you've had, you always feel like somebody's happy to see you, somebody's glad you're here. It's a clean, safe, healthy environment, and it's nothing like I've experienced before, as far as exercising or yoga studios and stuff.
Cool. Awesome. And I'm curious, too, since you've been coming here now, how you've noticed differences in your life or, in your body, mentally, physically, all of that.
Lots of changes. I was telling your mom and telling you that I started last October. I was introduced to you guys. You were having your open house last October. I saw the ad in the newspaper, and something just clicked in my mind, and it said, you've got to go. You can't pass this up. You've got to go. You've got to check it out. And when I came in October, I could not bend down. I could squat a little bit, could not bend down on my knees.
Yeah.
And I can now fully bend down
Yeah.
on my knees, fully
Yeah.
bend down on
Well, I
them
love it. Look how you're even sitting now.
with no pain.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to bend my knee even this much
Yeah.
before.
Fantastic.
And it's important in my job. I'm a special ed para, and I work with kids.
Yeah.
And, you know, they do allow us to sit on little chairs, but you like to get down with the kids.
Yeah.
And I enjoy gardening, and for 2 or 3 years, I couldn't do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I had to sit in chairs to work with the kids. I did do my gardening if I could get down, but somebody needed to help me get
Yeah.
up, and then I paid the price for several days after that.
Yeah.
I can bend, I just feel like I'm in a whole new body.
Yeah.
I feel like
That's
I'm in
fantastic.
a whole new body.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, and like you said, you got to a point where you're just like, this is not how I want to have it be anymore.
Right.
And even though it takes time to get us to those places, you know, just over a short amount of time in the grand scheme of life, look where you are now. It's
Right.
totally different.
I guess I wasn't willing to accept the restrictions. I accepted them for
Yeah.
too long. It was a couple of years, and then finally I said, now I have to do something to move past this, and it's been a lifesaver. It's been a life changer.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I guess I'm curious if like a couple words were to come to your mind when you hear like Yoga Born or yoga now, what you might think.
Only a few words, huh?
However many.
Well, can I tell you what the very best part of coming to
Yes,
Yoga
of
Board
course.
was?
Yeah.
Okay, because I really wanted to share this.
Definitely.
The very best part of coming to Yoga Born is the women that I have met here. I'm going to start crying. The women that I have met here, I have met women of all different ages, with, you know, different health concerns, some fighting chronic illnesses, some recovering from cancer. We all kind of come in here at the end of the day, and as women, we're dealing with work and families and stresses, and to come in here for 1 hour and to have the women share so openly. We come in, we're all friends, you know. The youngest one just bought a house, and we're all excited for her about her house, and, you know, we chatted up, and, you know, there's a beautiful, beautiful woman here who's just finished her chemo, I hope, can I say that? She's just finished chemo treatments, and I've never seen a more positive, beautiful spirit.
Yeah.
And I come here, and this is like my church.
Yeah.
This is like my church.
Yeah, I love it.
I just love it. The feeling that I feel here when I'm here for an hour is something that I wish everybody could feel.
Yeah.
Because it's priceless.
Yeah.
It's priceless.
Yeah, definitely.
For those women to share like they do when we, you know, we kind of like know a little bit about each other's lives, and it's priceless. I would say to anybody, please, please, please do it for yourself.
Yeah.
You owe it to yourself to come. And we're always made to feel here that we're safe, and we're valued, and we're honored, and it's probably the best, most rewarding feeling that you can feel. And that's why I truly, truly love coming here, because there's an aura in here, there's a feeling in here, and it's from the women all sharing and giving back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Well, and I love it too, because like you're saying, I feel like people in general these days, we're just doing so much, and a lot of the times it's for other people as well. And so to have that time to come in and be with other people, like-minded people that are just here to be them and do what they need to do to get in that better feeling place.
Yeah.
And, you know, mentioning the women, that it's also a woman-owned business, that's, you know, it's pretty fantastic.
And I needed, at the point that I came in, I needed to get into a better place because I felt like I had pushed the envelope so far, being a caretaker and trying to do the right thing by people, for people, however you want to say it, that I lost myself. I lost myself, and I needed to restore myself again, make myself feel that I was important and valuable, because I was losing myself. And when you get to that low point, you know, you can put on a smile every day, but when you're feeling that you've kind of had the life sucked out of you, you need to kind of push things away for a while, and you need to put yourself first again, so you can be there for other people. You know,
definitely. I've heard that as well. You know, people leave feeling better for themselves, but they feel better for the people around them. You know, their family, their husbands, their wives.
I want to be an old lady at 80 doing yoga at Yoga Born.
Yeah, totally.
I really do, because the women that I've met here are they're incredible. They really are. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love it.
No,
I feel speechless. That's great.
That's it.
Yeah, I love it. I don't know what else to say. That was so awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Joyce. And we've talked before, but I love to hear your stories. Everyone has something just
absolutely, and thank you
for
caring enough to let me share my story, because I write a lot and I think a lot, but sometimes it's nice to get it out. And, you know.
Definitely, and like you even said, to see the strength restored, like physically, mentally, emotionally, it's everything, and you have to do that for yourself, because nobody else is going to do it for you.
No, you have to do it for yourself, because there's only one you, and you're only here once. And you know, hopefully, if we do it right, they say once is enough. And like I said, I didn't want the restrictions anymore. I wanted to push past them and start living my life. So.
And you're doing it.
I'm living.
Awesome.
I am.
I love
it. It's great.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much again
You're very
for joining
welcome.
me.
You're
thank
very
you
welcome.
so much for everybody watching Yoga Born Studios again in South Windsor, Connecticut. Thanks. Peace.